What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Lawn Hustle. I am your host, Andy Wilson, with 17 years of experience in the green industry. And today we're going to begin a 5-part podcast series. We're calling it the CEO series. So this is podcast number 1 of the 5-part series. Today we want to talk about one of the biggest challenges a lawn care business or a service industry business will face, if not the biggest challenge. It's not mowing grass. It's not sales. It's not equipment. It's not even people. But the biggest challenge, or one of the biggest challenges that a lawn and landscape business can face, is hiring. If you've ever hired someone who looked good on paper, but turned out to be a nightmare, this episode is for you. Maybe you've hired someone who didn't show up after 2 days. Or maybe you have invested time and money training a new hire only to have them quit. Maybe you're at the point in your business where you realize that your business cannot grow and you cannot scale until you find the right team member. The truth is this: your business will never outgrow the people who represent your business every day. So today I'm going to walk you through my philosophy on hiring, how to avoid expensive mistakes, and how to build a team that actually wants to stick around. Let's jump into it. Number 1, stop hiring for experience. One of the biggest mistakes I see is companies putting way too much emphasis on experience. You must have 3 years of lawn care experience. Really? Think about it. I can teach almost anyone how to run a mower. I can teach you how to trim. I can teach you how to flip edge. I can teach you how to stripe a property. What I cannot teach is attitude. I cannot teach honesty. I can't teach someone to care. I would rather hire someone who is dependable, who is humble, and who is eager to learn. Maybe someone who has never touched a commercial mower. Skills can be taught. Character usually can't. Number 2, write a job app that sells your company. Most lawn care jobs sound exactly the same. Need mower operator, must have transportation, pay or pay based on experience. That's boring. People aren't just applying for a paycheck anymore. They're looking for opportunity. Instead, tell applicants why they should want to work for you. Talk about your culture. Talk about advancement opportunities. Talk about paid training. Talk about working with professional equipment. Talk about being part of a growing company. You're not filling a position. You got to stop the way you think. You're not filling a position. You're recruiting a teammate. Number 3, institute a 3-step interview process. Here's the process I recommend. Step 1, a phone interview. 10-minute phone call. That's all. Ask questions like, why are you looking for another job? What did you enjoy about your last employer? Tell me about your attendance record. Sometimes you'll know within 5 minutes whether it's worth bringing them on board. Step number 2, a face-to-face interview. This is where you're evaluating more than answers. Did they show up early? Were they respectful? Because if they're not early to the one-on-one interview, they're probably not going to be early for work. If they're not respectful during the interview process, they're probably not going to be respectful to your clients. Did they make eye contact? Did they ask questions? Here's some of my favorite questions to ask a potential new hire. Tell me about a mistake you've made at work. How did you fix it? What's the hardest job you've ever had to do? What motivates you? In the face-to-face interview, you're looking for honesty, not the perfect answer. Step 3 in the 3-step hiring process. A working interview. This is my favorite. Have them spend a few hours with you or your crew. You can learn more in one afternoon than you can from an hour of talking. How do they move? Do they stay busy? Do they listen? Do they complain? Do they work safely? The field never lies. Check references. I know it's tempting to skip this step, but don't. Call previous employers. Ask, would you hire this person again? How was their attendance? Were they dependable? Could they be trusted? Sometimes a simple phone call will save you months of headaches. Segment number 5. Watch for red flags. Are they wearing signs that you should never ignore? Someone who shows up late to the interview, who blames every former employee. I had a guy work for me one time. He's worked for almost every lawn care business in town. And it was every lawn care business's fault that he was not still with them. They picked on him. They made fun of him. They wouldn't give him 2 or 3 days off a week to be sick. They made him work for his check. Imagine that. Are they someone who changes jobs every few months, but they can't explain why they left? Or are they someone who has 0 questions about your company? They just sit there. If they don't care now in the interview process, they probably won't care later. Segment 6. Training creates great employees. That's why I said in the beginning, I would personally rather hire someone with very little experience so I can train them the way I want things done, not have to retrain them to do it my way. Hiring is not where success starts. Training is. Every new employee should know exactly what is expected. Build a simple onboarding system. Teach safety first, then equipment, then quality, then customer service. Create checklist, standard operating procedures, training videos, anything that makes training consistent. The goal isn't just teaching one employee, it's creating repeatable systems. Segment 7, when you hire, give people a reason to stay. Retention matters just as much as hiring. People will not stay with your business because you have the newest mower. They stay because they feel appreciated. So celebrate wins with them. Recognize great work. Offer bonuses for attendance, production, quality, and leadership. Show people there is a future with your company. If your best employee sees no opportunity, they will eventually be someone else's best employee. In segment 8, always be recruiting. I got a comb caddy from Ballard Inc. And it says always hiring. Because if something happens to my employee, I want to be able to go to a list of names and call, hey, John, you still interested in working for the professional lawn maintenance? I started to say the lawn hustle. Are you still interested in working for professional lawn maintenance? I have had an opening and we're ready to hire. That list keeps you from having so many down days to where maybe it's just you in the field. So your efficiency and your production doesn't slow down. So always be recruiting. Don't wait until someone quits. Recruit all year long. Ask customers if they know someone who's looking for a job. Reward employee referrals. Your employees have a buddy that just got laid off or lost his job due to a shutdown. Reward employees for referrals. Post on social media. Visit trade schools. Network in your community. Always be building a list of potential members. The best hires often happen before you actually need them. Let me say that again. The best hires often happen before you actually need them. Here's what I want you to remember today. Hiring is one of the highest return investments you'll ever make. One bad hire can cost you thousands of dollars. One great hire can completely change the future of your business. Hire people with character, train them with systems, lead them with consistency, and reward them when they earn it. If you can master those four things, you'll build a company that people want to work for, and customers will notice the difference. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Lawn Hustle. If this episode helped you, do me a favor. Share it with another lawn care professional who's trying to build a better team. Leave us a review. Subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast. And follow us on social media. We are on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Leave us a 5-star rating and a nice review. Read the show notes. There's a link to purchase my book, Rooted for the Long Haul, and a workbook companion for the book. Remember this: success isn't built by one person. It's built by a team who chooses to work together, build together, celebrate victories together, and go through defeats together. We'll see you on the next episode of The Lawn Hustle.